ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Mamdani has conceded something. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. I think we can all agree that Mamdani is a communist, right? Zohran Mamdani, who is very likely going to be the next mayor of New York, to me, he's a communist. He says he's a socialist, but I don't see the difference with his policies and literally Soviet policies, government-owned grocery stores. But he said something recently after that young Ukrainian woman was slain on that Charlotte train. After he was given an interview, and he said he's going to make it his mission to reduce the prison population. See, Democrats see prisoners. They see criminals as victims. They always have. They're victims of injustice. It's always injustice, right? It's always racial, or they were disadvantaged, or they had a tough childhood. By the way, going to say something here. Tune out if you don't like salty language. Don't give a damn. Don't give a damn about your childhood, how you grew up. It was a rough upbringing. Don't care. Don't care. If you are a danger to the rest of us, you need to be locked away. Don't care about your financial disadvantages. Don't care that your dad was mean to you. Don't care you grew up in a poor neighborhood. Don't care that you don't have an education. Don't care that you might be a little not mentally well. Don't care. What I care about is keeping the rest of us safe from these people. Mamdani, the Democrats, they don't care. And in this video that I'm about to show you, he talks about something else. He talks about his globalize the infantada, or the infantada statements that he's made. Statements that he's made. And he's like, well, now that I've talked to some Jewish people, I've changed my stance on it. I concede that it was the wrong thing to say. Yeah, bro, yeah. Too little, too late. You want to get elected. You need the Jewish vote. Totally understand that. It's New York City. You meant what you said. You had plenty of time to examine what it really meant before you said it. And now that you want to get elected, you want to change your stance on it. Sorry, pal. Don't believe you. You are a communist. You're an anti-Semite. It's my opinion. Just my opinion. But you're a communist and an anti-Semite. Unfortunately, you're probably going to run New York City. But you know what? Maybe it's okay. Maybe the world, this country, needs to see what a major city looks like as a communist city. Maybe they need to see the debacle. Maybe it'll be a wake-up call. I pray that it is. I want you guys to watch this video and let me know what you think in the comments.
We all have to deliver for them together.
Now, I've down through the years, said and been involved in things that I've later said was misunderstood, and some things that I regretted. Mrs. Coretta Scott King told me, you got to watch language, got to watch what you say. Now, let's talk about anti-Semitism. New York City is the home of the largest Jewish population outside of Israel. The mayor must build a relationship, whoever the mayor becomes, trust in all communities of the city. The term globalize the intifada has become a flashpoint for Jewish New Yorkers who say they're concerned about how your views on the Israeli-Gaza conflict will influence how you govern the city. You said on Meet the Press in July, that's not language you would use, but you don't want to police the speech of others. But we both know words matter. The Department of Defense means something different than the Department of War. I've experienced this throughout my own civil rights career, and I've had to correct myself to deal with what people receive may not be what I meant. And words have consequences, and sometimes we need to examine our own positions to build unity. Has your personal views on the phrase of global intifada changed since you've been running for mayor? Do you understand those that see it in a more threatening way than saying, I'm just not going to police other people's language?
Yes, they have. And when we won the primary election, I said on that stage that I know that millions of New Yorkers care deeply about what happens in Israel and Palestine, and I'm one of those New Yorkers. And I commit to reaching even further to understand disagreement to wrestle with the complexities of those differing viewpoints. Because what this city deserves is a mayor that looks not only to represent the close to 600,000 New Yorkers that voted for me, but rather the 8.5 million people that call this city home. And in the meetings that I have had since that moment, I've met with Jewish elected officials, with rabbis, with community leaders, and there was one rabbi that spoke to me about how that phrase, for her, brought back memories of bus bombings in Haifa, of restaurant attacks in Jerusalem. And I knew that from what she was sharing with me that she had a fear, as she said, that that could come home to New York City. And so in having that conversation with her, I knew that the gap between the intent that I have heard some New Yorkers share with the use of that language of calling for the end of the Israeli occupation of Palestinian land was disconnected from the impact it was having in that same conversation I was having with that rabbi. And so I have said, after having that conversation, that this is language I would discourage.
Now, you've been running on the platform of affordability fixes for New Yorkers. Like